think one of the controllers may have unplugged. There was a bit of a battery issue in Brett's controller, but I think he's sorted that out now.
So it's going to be Cripsy kicking us off here for this final game. All the marbles in this final of FIFA 11 here at ACL Melbourne. If you just joined us, Cripsy took the first game 2-0 against Brett. In the second game, quite a fiery, bit of a fire exchange up on the main stage. Cripsy going down 2-1 to Brett, and so yeah, it's all coming down to this final game.
Well, this final game, you'll be hearing some smack talk, I think, from the first goal scorer in this game. I think to start off with, especially after that game was very slow. I think both players are going to go out firing, and looks like Cripsy's taken the initiative here and opened up very nicely with a few opportunities on goal. Not really shooting opportunities, but I mean one or two more passes and he would have been in. And Cripsy's making his first. Brett's making his first attack of the game, and he's kept the ball there with David Silva.
Ooh, potentially costly fumble by Cripsy there, and he's... Oh, I thought that did go out, yeah. Free kick, apparently. Brett from just over the top of the box with a free kick.
And Cripsy... And Brett takes it with a free kick.
Shirt off again. The nipples are out.
The wall there, and he was desperately trying to move the wall so the keeper would come across to the other side of the goal. And Brett was able to just slot it in the top right-hand corner. Very nice free kick there before the goalkeeper could come across.
So Brett setting the scene early in the game in 9 minutes, scores the first goal. What are we seeing here? Anything? Did Cripsy just turn pass assistance on?
I think he just turned pass assistance on. He has been... you saw in the last game a few of his passes went astray. So maybe he just wants to stick his passes better.
Is that something you can sort of do semi-often, changing your pass assistance, or is it? Oh, Cripsy
scores a goal from outside the 18. He's fired up.
Let's have a look at this one again. And chairs are being thrown. I don't know who this is throwing chairs. Eric throwing chairs. So Eric not happy with Cripsy scoring anything, but have a look at that.
That is a great goal.
That is a great goal. Scorcher.
Cripsy has scored a few bombs from that area with Defoe so far in the tournament. He always goes for them with Defoe. He's scored a lot of them online. Maybe Brett really should have been pushing on that player a little more. He's got bigger defenders than Defoe. Defoe's a small guy, and to give him enough space, that's when he does most damage.
So each game minute in this is equal to 6 seconds in real life, is it? Is that how it is? I'm looking at the clock, and I think it's maybe 10 seconds. I think each game minute is roughly 10 seconds. So Cripsy with a reply within about 25 seconds. Brett
going for a Cripsy-esque kind of finish.
Yeah, I know. Cripsy's goal
back and forth now with the long shots, and it's fallen straight to Brett's player, and Brett might score here.
Solid defense by Cripsy then, just clearing it, trying to get a bit of space, get the ball out of there so his defense can regroup. Probably a wise decision. That corner from Brett going pretty uncontested and getting fairly close to the goals, actually.
Brett unfortunate there not to stick across. He had a player, a tall player on a short defender there, and running into the box, Cripsy would have had a hard time to defend that. So if his cross had been a little bit better, we might have seen Brett take the lead again. Great ball by Brett
on here, but so as we see here with our picture-in-picture, Cripsy on the left there and Brett in the beanie to the right.
You see Cripsy's a lot more animated than Brett is. Brett's sort of just sitting back and chilling. Cripsy's getting into the field of the game a bit. He does treat his FIFA like almost a spectator sport, I guess.
One interesting thing I've noticed, and it's with both Brett and Pax from Infuse, I don't know if it's because they spend so much time playing, but they use a pillow on their elbows. Brett, solid work there. Cripsy getting the clearance though.
It might have even been a fumble on the A button there. He would not have wanted to pass the ball there. He was away. If he didn't pass the ball, he had one-on-one with the keeper there. Cripsy very lucky that Brett got that pass away.
Cripsy trying to get a bit of space there, not working, and Brett Brett seems to use a lot more finesse. Likes to juggle it between his feet on the spot and stuff. Is that just sort of for show, or are there strong tactics?
There's not really anything you can gain from doing that except for basically annoying Cripsy. If he's got the ball and he's juggling at his feet, it's not because, I don't know, he's trying to score a volley or something, pick it up and score a volley. He's just trying to piss Cripsy off, to be honest. But we see in this game, Brett's trying to actually play a few risky balls. Not risky, he's trying to basically put it through a few sets of legs of the defenders. As opposed to keeping possession like he did last game. Obviously he's relaxed a bit, the pressure's off.
Brett trying to get it onto his right foot, you could see there. Sort of just almost sidestepping across quite a bit of speed there. Didn't work for him, unfortunately, but Cripsy with the reply straight back into his offense, has a crack at goal, and
that looked like it actually went in.
It had been great, just sailed over the crossbar and I think went into the net.
Cripsy may have an opportunity here. He's just put it wide to Crouch, takes a shot. Really should have taken another one or two touches.
Yeah, and get a bit more power on it seam.
Both players using the lob through balls a lot in this game. They usually both don't use them. We see those sort of tactics from it's Todd. Todd likes to do the through balls down the wing play, but players usually like to since the attackers are small, they usually play it along the ground. But I guess since both sides are small, they can afford to do the chip through balls.
So we're coming up into the final few seconds of this half. Brett still just... Oh no, sorry, I forgot. We're actually tied at 1-1. We've had a few scorching goals from the top of the box and from a free kick roll this match. So this is Brett's last roll of the dice coming in. I think Cripsy will get this clearance here, and that should probably be half time.
Great defense there by Cripsy. It is very hard to be composed when a player's running at you doing tricks. It's very easy to trip, I guess, with the jostle. And in that area especially, you get past one player, another player dies, and you get past that player. It becomes harder and harder to choose the player as you become more stressed about keeping the ball out of your net. Brett's still having controller issues. He
disconnected. Just issues with some of the buttons.
I think the case keeping the batteries at the back of his controller is a little loose. So when he I don't know, puts the controller down his desk, it falls out maybe.
Quite a nice crowd building in front of the main stage here. A lot of people.
Halo, Call of Duty and FIFA actually.
Yeah. We've actually also got a few people, I'm not sure if there are any more playing, a few guys who are actually playing Halo 2 before just a few times, but a lot of credit to the Smash guys. They're the ones who seem to be, they haven't even left their station. Smash absolutely is loving it. I guess with a game that's not online because they're playing Melee and Smash 64, those games aren't really online. The only time you can play it with other people is sort of when you've got people actually with you. So something like this is perfect for that. Had a bit of a crack at Smash as well earlier, which is good fun. Going back to my heyday. Not that I'm that good at it, but it's good times.
Your performance wasn't something we'll talk about though.
Nah.
And Cripsy winning the ball, Brett was actually...
He's got a crack here and he's had a
hit the post. This might go in still, and it's still gone in. Cripsy's a little relieved there, actually. He has had the better part of this game.
And he had a few instances yesterday where shots were just deflecting off either the sidebars or the crossbar, and he just wasn't getting any luck. So, again, a deflection, but was able to follow up. And his mum's calling him right now on his phone, and he can't answer. He's got more important things to do.
She's probably watching the stream, telling him what a nice goal it was.
Cripsy actually, funnily enough, had a few issues yesterday. He took a cab to the venue, and when he arrived here, roughly around 8:30, the cab's boot couldn't open with all his stuff in it, so he had to then travel another 45 minutes to a panel beater to open the boot, and eventually it became all good. But if Cripsy's mum is watching, he can't answer the phone right now. He is playing. And what I like here, though, is although Cripsy has taken the lead, he's still on the attack. He's not trying to hold it up. It still is early days. 60 minutes. We've got another 30 minutes of game time left. But still very much on the offense. Aaron passed there. I'm not really sure what that was about, but
yeah, well, he must have turned pass assistance off again, I guess. Usually, unless you power it up too much. Although passing on the wing, sort of. They do go wide a bit. It just seems to pick a player to pick on in a game and doesn't let them pass it out to the wing without it going out.
Brett having a run here, gone for the header, nothing much on, and Cripsy's going to try and rebound here.
Cripsy will come forward with the counter-attack here. He's going to wait for Crouch there, the big tall player you see at the bottom of your screen right now. He's going to look to try and deliver to him in the box, if he's going to take it out wide, which I don't think he will now unless he plays out left.
Unfortunately, he seems to have had quite a few pass interceptions in the last two games. Brett's passes seem to pretty much always be on point. Cripsy, unfortunately, I think his passes seem to be going a bit too long and they're being cut off. Brett, handy interception here. If he can do much, he gets around a player and he sends it through.
Oh,
great save by Cripsy. As you see, raises the arm in the air.
Defending from Brett there,
and we're having a squiz at the replay.
Instant replaying.
And what are we going to see here? Cripsy's going to be changing up his team.
Subs, yeah.
They're both making subs, are they? I see here.
So, Brett has brought on Wright Phillips, a winger, very fast player, again, like Lennon for Cripsy, who he might also bring on. He'll bring him on for Bale, if anything. No, he brought Modric on for Bale. Like Lennon that Cripsy brought on in the last game, Wright Phillips is a very fast and small player, so he's going to look to try and bring it out wide, deliver crosses into the box, to try and, I guess, get a cheap goal, because crosses are very hard to defend.
It's done. It's done. Oh no. Uh-oh. Wasn't made fun. Good game, Pep. Maybe next time. It was better on the control. This is the start of something correct. Wait. Look like this.
See Wright Phillips on the ball here. He actually seems to be playing more infield than we would have expected. Not really sticking out on the wing.
Is he a player that can have a crack from the top of the box? I mean, that seems to be the way Brett's been scoring all his goals. I was surprised he didn't really have a crack there. I thought he would, and instead he seemed to sort of try and press up a bit more and go for a pass.
Well, Brett, he's the kind of player that I guess kind of forgets to shoot from long range. He tries to work it into the box to secure a definite opportunity where he's definitely going to score, instead of putting it a bit down to whether or not he can land a shot.
So penalty shot by Cripsy here. Who's going to be taking it?
Looks like Aaron Lennon. No, the other
Being
player
it off the crossbar,
both
just
posts
misses.
and out. That would have sealed the game there, as Cripsy could have, I guess, employed the Brett tactic and passed it around the back for the rest of the game if he chose to.
He was so close to wrapping this game up, going 2 goals up with 10 minutes of game time left. Would have been crucial. Brett here going to punish him. He had an extra man. Cripsy getting a few more people back in defence. Good ball by Brett here. He's going to try and get onto his right.
This is in.
Goals.
Brett has come back in the game. 2-2.
That's got to be heartbreaking for Cripsy. So close to put that game away. That just
sigh of relief for Brett. The last maybe 10 game minutes of this game, he has been on top of Cripsy, with the exception of that free kick.
Explain to me why Brett seems to be the fan favourite here. I mean, Cripsy's been around the community for a long time. He's been a player of Halo. I think he played a bit of COD every now and then. Why does it seem all the loves for Brett?
Dude, just a moment after this game, it's a penalty.
Oh no!
Cripsy, well, all of the... I'll tell you after this penalty kick.
So in terms of this penalty shot, how does it work? Does Cripsy simply pick a direction? Is it jump up,
picks
jump
a direction, picks a corner.
Oh, he stopped it!
Has saved the penalty.
That
Brett,
is huge.
Brett has choked under the pressure here.
In the 86th minute, Brett, with a chance to seal the deal, one would assume, Cripsy comes up huge. If Cripsy can just hold on, we're going to force this into overtime. Brett is pushing, solid ball here. Cripsy just needs to get the clearance. So yeah, going back to the penalties, is it simply as a goalie you have the choice of dive down to the ground left and right, or dive up in the air left and right? Is that all it is?
That's basically it. Or you can just stand in the one spot, and if the...
So 1 in 5 chance of blocking it usually.
1 in 5, basically. Obviously, if the penalty is too good, you can risk charging the kick up more to get it more into the corners. But by doing that, yeah, you do risk missing the goal. So Brett basically just hopes that Cripsy doesn't choose the same direction. That's full time.
Full time, so all tied up in the third game. We're going to overtime.
So we've got two 15-minute or 15-game-minute halves to play.
And if we're all tied up after that still, we will go to what I want to see. I want to see a penalty shootout. I play this game whenever I rarely do. I play it just for a penalty shootout, so that's what I'm looking for. But as it stands, 2-2, 30 minutes of game time left all up.
With the back to the crowd supporting Brett over Cripsy, all the guys are mates with Cripsy. You got Eric and Trazza.
So is it just for a bit of fun, maybe?
Just a bit of fun. They just giving him a hard time, I think. And although I would like to see, I think throughout the tournament, Brett has played more consistently. In the finals, this is a shadow of his winners bracket self, I guess. He hasn't been playing as good as he might like to, although it might just be Cripsy stepping up against him.
Yeah. Good ball by Cripsy here.
Cripsy's away here, and
you just need to get a foot on it, and it's not going to goal. He sort of charged up and managed to block that one. Cripsy did have a bit of pressure from two defenders on him. The tackling there was sort of holding him back a little bit, or the pushing and shoving, should I say. Usually
the goalkeepers don't rush out in a situation like that. Brett was actually holding down the Y button to bring the goalkeeper out. So, clutch move on Brett's part. And Brett, he's holding out, getting the cross in. Maybe he's even paying for penalties. I'm not sure what his strategy is here.
I mean, in all honesty, penalties, a lot of it is luck, isn't it?
A lot of it is luck. You got to choose a direction.
Yeah, so it's not like one player can't ever really be skilled at penalties.
No.
Okay. So Brett seeming to want to play a bit of defense here.
He's playing around with the ball a bit at the back. It's reflective of his first game, which he did win. So maybe this is... He knows he won the first game, so he might be going for that strat. Then again, he might be going for penalties.
I don't know if we saw that on the camera there, but Brett was actually just playing, and he was on the phone. Who were you on the phone to, Brett? On the phone to his mum. So Cripsy's mum rings, he ignores. Brett picks up for his mum, so bit of a
one might suggest that through morality, Brett,
maybe
speaking to his
mum,
a little bit of inspiration.
We saw at Melbourne last year. Sussy's mum was on the stream, giving him a bit of a pep talk. So I always believe in you. Sussy's team did get 3-0'd in that game. So
Sussy's team failed in that game, so maybe it'll have the opposite effect.
So yeah, we'll see how we go. We've got 15 minutes of game time left, and one of them's got to score, or less, unless if they don't.
We're going straight
to a penalty shootout. Cripsy, should he answer his phone if it's his mum again? Bunch of soccer mums, could you say?
Bunch
of soccer mums driving the SUVs, making the phone calls on their Bluetooth headsets. Hot soccer mums here at ACL. So into this final half here. Into this final half before penalties. And Cripsy just informing us he has actually been given a red card.
So Cripsy playing with a man down. Not sure who got sent off there. But Brett will be looking to take this game in extra time.
So this
he
red
won't
card,
be looking for penalties.
This red card we must assume happened in that previous half. I didn't see it. I was watching, but I must have missed that. So not that much time left really for much. We do see
Cripsy on the attack,
on
and
the charge.
it will be kind of embarrassing if Cripsy scores with 10 man.
So do we know who it was that got red carded, Pete? Have we figured that out?
I missed it too. I did not see that. It looks like a striker, maybe, although he does have his...
So in terms of losing someone, you would rather lose a striker than a defender.
Rather, in a situation like this, you would rather lose a defender.
Yeah.
Cripsy now will be wanting to play for penalties.
Yeah.
He, although he has been going out and attacking, he's not playing it back in his own half. He's trying to score a goal.
Crosses on here, header,
and he's
goal,
actually
Cripsy.
scored the goal with
achievement
and
unlocked.
He's unlocked an achievement for my profile. Thank you, Cripsy.
It's just Christmas for Cripsy. He's getting points. He's got his number one fan, Hef, sitting next to him, clapping him. No chairs thrown this time, though, Pete.
Pardon?
No chairs thrown for this goal scored.
No chairs thrown for that goal scored. I think they're just a little bit shocked that Cripsy managed to score with 10 men, but I think Cripsy might have been trolling us. I really can't see where he's lacking a player on the field.
So Cripsy just needs to hold out for another 10 minutes of game time, so roughly a minute, over a minute and a half.
It's actually...
Oh no, we're full time now, so
it is.
This could just about be
injury
it.
Time now. That is game. Cripsy has taken ACL Melbourne for FIFA 11.